of force, that is Newton. Also, last class we discussed there are two different kinds of forces. What are they? Contact force and non-contact force. So today we are going to learn about contact force in detail. So we are going to learn about a kind of contact force that is called frictional force. I think you all are familiar of the term friction. What is friction? We all know that from our daily life, we can say an example. We all are able to walk smoothly on the surface or on floor. What may be the reason? We are not falling off, but we are walking so comfortably. So, similarly, there is another example. Suppose we are taking a matchstick and striking it off. What happens? It will be letting out. So we can easily rub against the surface of matchstick box, isn't it? So what is happening there? What is the science behind that? Similarly, we can take our palms. We are rubbing each other. What's happening? Is there any feel of warmth? Yes. What may be the reason? The reason behind those facts are friction. So how we can define friction? Friction is the force that resists the motion when two materials are relative to each other. So this frictional force is always the opposite direction of motion. So let's see the example in next slide. See, there is someone who's riding a bicycle, isn't it? So whenever there is a gutter in front, what we will do? We'll just apply brake. So when we are applying brake, what is happening there actually? Have you ever thought? There is brake paddles. This comes in contact with the wheel surface and suddenly there is a friction acting and that will be reducing the motion. This is what happens when there is a brake being applied. Next picture we can see, as we have mentioned before, a girl is having a matchbox. She is striking it off. So there also the matchstick is in coming contact with the matchstick box. So there are two surfaces in contact. So we can say friction happens when there are two surfaces coming in close contact with each other. So how this friction works, or what may be the reason? When these two surfaces are coming contact, there may be some irregularities between these two surfaces. These irregularities may be interlocking each other. This may be the reason of friction. Now we can see an experiment. What is that? It's a factor affecting friction. See, there are two pictures. In the first picture, that is two boys standing near a table. There is an inclined plane surface. And the boy is putting a pencil from the top of the inclined plane. And in second case, the similar case, but there is a difference, a slight difference. That is, there is a cloth on the table. In which case, the pencil moves so fast or will cover so much distance. Yes, it may be the first case. What may be the reason? Because in first case we can see the surface is little more regular. But in second case there is a cloth which will be hindering the motion. There is little bit irregularity. When there will be a doubt, when we see a smooth surface, we don't feel much irregularities. But when we undergo a microscopic examination, we can see some minute irregularities. These minute irregularities is enough for happening friction. So now let's see the different types of friction. Mainly there are two kinds of friction, rolling friction and sliding friction. What is this rolling friction? It may be nothing, but when one surface rolls over the other surface. For example, a ball is just moving on the ground. It is rolling over the ground. Next case is a sliding friction, when one object slides over the surface of another. So example, when we go to amusement parks and all, we can see slides. The children are sliding over, isn't it? Similarly, in snowy areas, we can see people sliding off. So these all are example for sliding friction. Now let's see a small video.
If you and a friend were playing catch outside and you threw the ball over your friend's head, would the ball keep rolling forever once it hit the ground? Of course not. The ball would come to a complete stop after rolling a few feet on the grass. Why do you think this is? What is it about the interaction between the ball and the grass that causes the ball's motion to stop? The answer is friction. Friction is the force created when two objects rub against each other. This force applies to all objects. Friction always acts in the opposite direction of an object's motion. There is friction between your jacket and your t-shirt. There is friction between an airplane and the air through which it flies. There is even friction between your skin and the water in the ocean when you go swimming. Friction can be broken down into 3 specific categories.
So now let's move on to other topic. How can we reduce this friction? Is this friction good or bad? Yes, we can say it is good at some times and it is bad at some times. We can see the tires of the vehicles are wearing out after a certain period. What may be the reason? It is because the wheel is continuously in contact with the surface or the rod and it is getting a friction heat and it is just wearing out. Similarly, friction is good in some case. For example, we can easily walk. It is due to the friction between our foot and the surface. Ball bearings will be reducing this friction. Similarly, we use trolley bags. So the wheels behind these bags will be easy to move and will be opposing the friction. And there are another ways like streamlining of objects. What do you mean by the streamlining of objects? It is nothing but streamlining means, have you seen the shape of an airplane? And similarly the shape of a boat? These all are designed in such a way to reduce friction. Similarly, we can use lubricants like grease, oil, etc. to reduce the friction between the machines. And also ball bearings can be used, trolley bags can be used. This all reduces friction. So today we learned about friction, the different types of friction and examples of friction. So thank you.